A few years ago, I was $20,000 in debt. Credit cards, personal loans, random balances I didn't even remember opening. Every month felt the same. I'd get paid, feel relief for about 48 hours, and then watch my money disappear into bills, interest, and minimum payments. I wasn't lazy. I wasn't irresponsible. I had a full-time job. I was doing what most Americans are told to do: work hard, pay your bills, and slowly chip away at debt. But nothing was working. The balances barely moved. I knew one thing for sure. I did not want a second job. I was already exhausted. I didn't want to sacrifice my health, my family, or my sanity just to survive. So I had to figure out a different way. Today I'm going to walk you through exactly how I paid off $20,000 in debt without a second job, without winning the lottery, and without some fake get-rich-quick trick. Just a system that actually worked. The debt trap most Americans are stuck in? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Debt in America isn't just a money problem, it's a system problem. Credit cards are designed to keep you paying forever. Minimum payments are set so low that you feel progress, but high enough that interest keeps stacking up. Nobody explains this clearly when you're 18, 22, or even 30 years old. You're told, just make the minimum payment. But the minimum payment is the trap. When I added up my balances, I realized something terrifying. I was paying hundreds of dollars every month and barely touching the principal. I wasn't moving forward. I was running in place. And that's when I realized this wasn't about working more hours. It was about controlling the money I already had. The mindset shift that changed everything. The first thing that changed wasn't my budget. It was my mindset. Stop telling myself, I'll deal with this later. I stopped pretending my debt wasn't that bad. I faced the numbers head on. I wrote down every balance, every interest rate, and every minimum payment. No apps, no shortcuts. Just the truth on paper. That moment was painful but powerful, because once you see the full picture, fear turns into clarity. Clarity creates action. I stopped seeing debt as something I'd slowly pay off one day. I treated it like an emergency. Because it was. Debt steals your future quietly, one interest charge at a time. Why I refused to get a second job? Everyone told me the same thing. Just get a side hustle. And look, side hustles can help. But I knew myself. Guess if I worked nights and weekends, I'd burn out. I'd quit. Then I'd be right back where I started. So instead of asking, how can I make more money? I asked a better question. Where is my money already going and why? That question changed everything. Because most Americans don't have an income problem. They have a money leak problem. It's finding the money I was already wasting. When I tracked every dollar for 30 days, I was shocked. Subscriptions I forgot about. Convenience spending. Eating out because I was tired. Small purchases that felt harmless but added up to hundreds of dollars a month. I didn't cut everything. I cut strategically. I canceled anything that didn't genuinely improve my life. I negotiated bills. I called my internet provider. I switched insurance. None of this was dramatic. But together, it freed up real money that would become my debt weapon. Using the debt snowball, once I had extra cash each month, I used the debt snowball method. I listed my debts from smallest to largest, ignoring interest rates at first. I paid minimums on everything except the smallest balance. That one got every extra dollar. When it was gone, I rolled that payment into the next one. Something powerful happens when you eliminate a debt completely. Momentum builds. Motivation grows. Paying off that first balance changed how I saw myself. I wasn't bad with money anymore. I was winning. Negotiating and lowering interest, this part surprised me the most. I called my credit card companies. I asked for lower interest rates. I explained my situation calmly. And guess what? Some of them said yes. Others didn't, but even one lowered rate saved me hundreds over time. I also used balance transfers strategically, not as an excuse to spend more, but as a tool to stop interest from bleeding me dry. The system works against you, but only if you never push back, stopping new debt completely. Here's a hard rule I followed. No new debt. None. I stopped using credit cards for emotional spending. I used cash or debit, so every purchase felt real. This wasn't about punishment, it was about awareness. Every dollar spent intentionally became a vote for the life I wanted. Debt payoff isn't just math, it's behavior. The moment everything changed. About halfway through my journey, something clicked. My balances were dropping faster. My stress was lower. I slept better. I wasn't scared to check my accounts anymore. And then one day, I made the final payment. No fireworks, no celebration, just silence and relief. For the first time in years, my income belonged to me again. What life looks like after debt? Being debt-free doesn't mean you're rich. It means you're free. Free to save, free to invest, free to breathe. The money that used to go to interest now builds my future. The habits I built during debt payoff stayed with me. Final advice for anyone watching. If you're watching this with debt right now, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not broken. The system is designed to keep you stuck. But you can break out without working yourself to death. Start with awareness. Take control of the money you already earn. Build momentum. And don't quit. Because paying off debt isn't just about money. It's about taking your life back. If this video helped you, hit the like button. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more real personal finance content. And comment below, what's your biggest debt right now? You're not alone, and your story can change too.